How you guys doing? This is Serge in high definition coming to you live, and I'm so thrilled. We're all about service, we're all about selflessness, and we're all about your success because this challenge was once again so valuable, so game-changing, so substantial that we cannot stop here. Do we understand that? We cannot stop at the motivational substance. We have to sustain it. And that's why we're here for each other. And I think we'll never say that enough because we, as a community, is definitely on the right track to our own personal success. But I'm sending you the question today. Are we on the right track for our collective success? Are we on the right track for converging our visions and converging our objectives and dreams? And are we on the right track to make sure that our vision is not only ours, but definitely shared by other visionaries, like-minded individuals? And I feel like the challenge, like year after year, as we come into these challenges and joining such a wonderful community like this one, with theoretically 1 million people, plus, then we find ourselves still somehow, who agrees with me on this one? We're somehow still talking to the mirror. These means of communication like social media, Facebook, YouTube, and whatnot have such a double-edged advantage to them. It's such a challenging reality because as much as the means gives you the chance and the impression that you are serving people at the highest level, but in fact, when you find yourself completely isolated with your screen and your microphone and you're talking and you're feeling like you're reaching out, but in fact, nobody ever ends up watching what you put out there. And you would have to convince yourself that this is not only okay, but this is how it goes, and you would have to keep going. And it's such a mental adaptation. It's like counterintuitive for a person, for a human being, to keep on talking to a camera with the hope that somebody's gonna soon. It's not a matter of discovery, right? It's not a matter of like being discovered. It's just a matter of being able to reach the people you are meant to serve. So that said, what I want to encourage you to do is, after having had such a wonderful week of motivation, I want to encourage us to converge, connect, come together, have a common vision, share common ideals, define common definitions, share common truths. Can we do that in a spirit of convergence and benevolence and selflessness for one another within a space that theoretically would have been this one, social media, wonderful personal growth groups. But here we are still suffering from a lack of connection with other people. It's not our desire to serve that is deficient. It's the actual state of human connection, or should I say human disconnection? Because if as a person you have grown up to be very awake and aware and conscious and desirous to make a change and a contribution, and you end up being misunderstood, penalized, rejected, persecuted, abused because of what you stand for, then I want you to know you don't have to feel alone anymore. You don't have to feel this way. You could join a community like the HD Visionary Coaching League, in which we make sure that your vision, as much as your personal development, is combined with the synergy of a like-minded individuals and visionaries who come together within one team and serve one another to the highest level, common visions, converging spirits, selfless service, righteousness, integrity, holiness, kingdom principles, so that we could go past, way past personal, selfish growth, self-centered growth, strictly self-oriented development. So who's with me on this one? I want to make sure that my message gets across. This is not only content creation. This is not only a desire to create community. This is intrinsically related to our calling, our most pressing mission, which is God's purpose for our lives, which is not only, if you know, you know, it's not only about what you do in life. It's very much about your character and who you grow up to become as a person. So please reach out, connect. I'm sending messages in bottles to all my people who are simply desirous to come together with like-minded visionaries around one common vision in a spirit of convergence. Together, we could gain so much more momentum and synergy and traction so that we could persevere on the long run, in the marathon, in this game, in this battle. This is not only going to be a challenging decade, but I allow my opinion on this one, having studied international relations in university, having dug deep into the intrinsic dynamics of this world, not only economics, and not only politics, but at all levels of international affairs. I could tell you that we're on to most probably the last days. We're on to most probably perpetual crisis from here on, chaos. I'm not speaking those things into life. What I'm realizing is that everything we're trying to speak into life is hitting hard on its opponent, which is the destructive spirit, destructive intentions, destructive patterns who are confirming that we are indeed in a train wreck. So more than ever, it's all about the character. It's all about the person you're becoming. It's all about your resilience and the strength of your soul to be going through the furnace. If you think I'm exaggerating, then I hope you come across this video as you're going through the fire. I'm not wishing for you to go through the fire. I know that the fire is coming. So if you're in the midst of the fire, reach out, join the league, join a club, gather with like-minded individuals, converge around a common vision. Make sure that your vision is in tune with other people's definition of reality and truth and aspiration and purpose, and just what things mean in the first place, before this world had an opinion about what truth should be about. So I do not buy into this post-truth era. I call it a confusion era, because I think there's an underlying intention to confuse rather than give the freedom to define things as you want. So at the HD Coaching League, we make sure that visionaries safeguard not only their definition of success, but just their definition of life and concepts, so that we could move on with certainty and confidence that what we believe in is not just our own creation. It's the fruit of deliberate, healthy, fruitful debates and discussions and exchanges and clashes within the league matches, so that the truth can emerge, so that we could draw that lesson, extract the fruit of these conversations and make them our own, because we have generated them. All of that will be definitely assisted through the means of new technology, just like definitely ChatGPT will be a wonderful tool that we'll be using through the league. And if you're specifically interested about how to leverage GPT within your very existence, within the realization of your vision, within the definition of things and the clarity and the truth, then I'll specifically invite you to join the GPT Coaching Club, which is going to be all about leveraging the tools itself to bring forth your vision, define it, elaborate it like never before. And I'll prove it by showing you the behind the scenes of the creation of the HD Coaching League, which is a visionary idea that was born into a human being, yours truly, God-given, confirmed by my calling, and confirmed by what God has brought forth in the league, but also submitted to artificial intelligence, submitted to what the machine thinks a human being believes. And in the interaction between those places emerges your creativity like never before. Emerges the possibility for you to materialize your vision like never before. So in the GPT Coaching Club, we'll make sure that you leverage those tools, that your vision is refined through those tools, that we put our common definitions and visions to the test of the machine, but we make sure that we have the final word on what we draw as a conclusion or as a definition for what things actually mean and how we define them and how we are going to embrace their meaning moving forward. So if that's something you're interested into, join the GPT Coaching Club within the HD Coaching League. And I'll still invite you to check the other coaching clubs, maybe something else will resemble your innermost, strongest aspiration. I want to make sure that you embrace that as your process, not just mine. I want you to experience the freedom and the growth that happens within the league by choosing your club, by deliberately bringing your vision to contribution and deliberately putting your vision to the test with other like-minded individuals in such a safe space for us to do that together. So I hope you keep going. I want to make sure that you keep going, because not only life is tough, not only life is currently, heavy, but it's still your birthright, and it's still my birthright to enjoy whatever is left of our existence. Not in a hedonistic way, right? Just enjoy it in the truth, in love, in higher principles, in heaven-like spirits coming together in a kingdom-like intention. So this is a process. It takes time. It will not happen overnight. There's a lot of adjustments to be done. Voice, image, posture, context, technology, but everything is work-outable and figure-outable. And I'm counting on you to be part of something world-changing. And I'm counting on you to believe in yourself and in your own vision as soon as possible. Life cannot wait after you any longer. It cannot wait after me any longer. That's why I'm doing this, to serve you at the highest level. So thank you for watching up until here. I invite you to see my YouTube channel. Actually, I'll invite you to see the league's YouTube channel. Visit us at the handle at HD Visionary League on YouTube, and I'll see you on the inside. This was Serge in high definition, and I want you to live your life like a pro. See you in the league.